everybody. So grateful that you tuned in today, and I want to talk about something that I get downloads. Okay, I get downloads all the time, and I have these voice memos. Okay, and I've been led to do videos like everybody else is doing videos and all the downloads that I have. Mind you, I've been getting downloads for like 3 years, and every time I get a download, I do a voice memo, and I plan to put it all in a book, but Spirit is saying to get out there and share the knowledge. So I'm gonna give you guys the most recent download that I got, and it's about black love. Okay, so the download that I have about black love. Okay, first of all, we know that the hidden agenda in our community from day one, since we were slaves and brought here to America, and we had to we had to survive on a plantation. They wanted to create division into the black family. Okay, that was a big thing that they wanted to do, was create division in the black family. All right, so we know that is the key to create division in the black family, to make sure that the black man and the black woman do not stick together. That was one of their to create divide, to create division. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. I'm sorry, but I just want you guys to understand how strong and deeply rooted we are into creating division in the black family. So, with that being said, the reason why they don't want to keep us together is because they know how powerful we are together. You understand what I mean? So, they took a lot of measures into separating the black man and the black woman. Now, I can name a few. I'm pretty sure you guys can name a few to comment below if you know a few. But the main one one of the strongest ones I think that I see now these days in our time is within the music. You notice that out of all the genre, you can listen to country, you can listen to pop, you can listen to was it electric or a reggae. But the specifically hip hop, which is the majority of what all black people listen to in America, they degrade the black woman. They degrade the black woman. There's no other races. Whereas in the white music, we don't hear white men calling women bitches. We don't even hear the reggae. I don't hear no reggaes, or even in the African culture, I don't really hear them doing it. But it's mainly in the States. They refer to women as bitches and hoes and gold diggers and whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're being programmed with this mentality. Our community in America, our black community, is being programmed with this in our music. All right, in our community in America. And what that does is, that division that it creates, it in the music we have that, and then we have black women that are dull, right? So what I mean by dull is, we have a lot of people in our community that are vibing low. Their light within them is not shining. Okay, in our community in America, I don't want to put this so much on the black community, because I do see a lot of women doing this. It's just becoming a trend where they're changing their bodies, they're changing their shape, their butts. They're caring more about their outer appearance than their inner appearance. Okay, and when you're solely focused on the outer appearance, and when majority of men in our music are referring to us as bitches and hoes, and for the streets and all that other stuff. Okay, so what's happening is, they're being programmed. We are being programmed to only acknowledge our beauty from the outer. Okay, that's the only way that we know as women to impress a man, is from the outer. That's what majority of people are doing, and they're dull. They're not vibrating from within. They're not. They don't have. You have to take care of how you are inside. It starts from the inside, then you work your way out. But if there is no beauty within, and you're trying to mask, with body parts and physical features, and you're doing that to get a man, that's always going to create division in the black community, because we need to, most women I feel that are married, if you look at women that are married, most women that are married, they're vibing from within. They have a lot of beautiful attributes from within, okay? And that's what they have. So with that being said, if we're taking on a mentality to only focus on our outer appearance and not vibe within, it's going to be hard for you to get in a relationship, because you're only subject to what other people are talking about in the lyrics and how they treat us, and you're only subject to changing your body. So you're not coming from a whole place, okay? You're dull. So a lot of times women search for love outside of themselves. I'm not just saying, and not limited or in our community, but it's harder for us if, at least in other communities, those other men are not degrading the women publicly. I don't even really think inside their homes, whatever. I don't really see a lot of white men disrespecting their women, or Chinese men. I damn sure don't see them doing it. Mexican men, I don't see them doing it. So I only really see black men really like dogging women out, like for real. Not saying that other races don't have dogs and they don't do that, but I'm saying like majority, okay? So that is a way that what needs to change. A lot of things that need to change is if we only took measure into changing what is inside of us as a woman, changing what's inside of you, illuminating your outer beauty. Of course, I mean your inner beauty. Of course, outer beauty could be important to some, okay, but I've seen some people that weren't that attractive, but they had a great inner beauty, and they had men. You understand? And I've seen some women who had Coke-shaped bodies, looked like dime pieces, and they don't have no man. So that is why. So that is one way to look at it. Now the other way to look at it, I'm gonna put it on the men now. A lot of men, they already taken out the black community, okay? They already don't want us to be together. So of course they're pushing the agenda to degrade women, to degrade women. So I feel like when it comes time for a man to fall in love, okay, and be in love, he has to now unprogram from what society has already told him about women, and that part is hard too. So now men has to, if a man wants to be in love, if they didn't have an example of what love is, and a lot of times in our community there's no fathers around, they're absent fathers because of the conditioning, because of the system, you know, they make a woman independent, and they don't have to rely on a man or need a man for anything. So it pushes the black man out the house, you know, and it pushes him away from his children. His father wasn't there, so he's not there. You know, it's a cycle, it's a repeated cycle. So for the black man to be with a woman, he has to now learn how to love a woman, because there's no, how does he learn that? Where does he pick this up from if he's been repetitively into a program where they're degrading his women? There are people. So now a man has to take on more responsibility with learning how to love a woman. So women have to shine from within and not only care about their outer appearance. And men have to learn how to love their women. They're conditioned, they're programmed, they've been in toxic relationships. I'm the same thing with women too. A lot of women have been in toxic relationships, so when it comes time to create a union, you're coming up with baggage, you're coming up with your soul ties, you're coming with your energetic soul ties. This shit is real. Have you ever been in a relationship and all the bad qualities, you probably didn't notice it until after you got out the relationship, but all the bad qualities that you didn't like in that person was all of a sudden in you? That is a perfect example of those energetic soul ties that you share with a person when you're in a relationship with them for a long period of time, or it could be a short period, it could be just a year, like 6 months, like whatever, just depending on the person and how strong their energy was. So in order for us to heal in our community, to bring love in, I noticed that a lot of women have to work on their inner self. That is just it. Like, you have to work on your inner self. Out of analyzing people that are in successful relationships, those women are, a lot of those women are shining from within. And the men have to learn how to love a woman. If there was no examples for it, you just have to learn it. You have to learn what love is, what caring about a woman is, what that looks like. I think that people are really oblivious, okay, to what caring for someone looks like. So that is all that I wanted to say. I had a voice memo that was like a little bit more better than what I'm saying now, but I'm trying to think of it from the top of my head, y'all. But I definitely think that in our community, and I just want to highlight this, that we are the only ones that degrade our women, and it's for a reason, because we are hooked on the program that society put us in, which was eliminate the black man out of the family. And the reason why it's so deep, I mean, if Dr. Francis Cress Wrestling said it the best, it's because they know that we can genetically annihilate with our melanin, with our race. We can be if we kept repopulating, we would wipe out any other race. So of course, white people don't want to be wiped out. So in order to keep them genetically here, to keep white people existing, their main goal was to. This is Dr. Francis Cress Wrestling. You guys got to check her out. I mean, I know you, y'all know, but if you don't know, now you know. Check her out. She breaks it all the way down. I'm just paraphrasing. So the main thing is they wanted to separate us. Now, not only did they wanted to condition us, they wanted to keep us as slaves. They wanted us to forget our identity, and they wanted to separate us as a family, because they do not want us to repopulate, because it would mean the end of their whole entire race. In which I think that this is somehow tying into this new abortion ban. A lot of these abortion bans are in states that have a lot of white people, if you notice. So yeah, they want to repopulate their race. Okay, so yeah, I said it. You heard it here first. If you didn't already know, you heard it here first. And I feel like there was something else that I'm missing, but if it comes back to me, I'll let y'all know. I will tune y'all in. So happy and grateful that you guys tuned in. And then also, I do want to shed light, because Spirit is definitely telling me to shed this light about how many people's lives that I have helped with reading tarot. Now, I should make this a separate video. I'm gonna make this a separate video.